Alright, we finally got the College Football 26 official Dynasty deep dive here, man. I've been waiting on this one more than anything, really. I want to see what Dynasty has, man, how it's going to improve from last year. I didn't really dive into it too much last year. I played it some off camera, and I played some for like a little series. I went like a season and a half or something like that, bro. But yeah, this year I want to dive into it some more, man. See what's different. You know, a lot of people have their wish lists, and they've been putting stuff out to the devs about what they want added. So we'll see what's different, man.
Hey everybody, it's Kirk Herbstreit. Improvements to Dynasty and EA Sports College Football 26 are focused around adding authenticity to every Dynasty
Authenticity,
run,
big
while
word.
also delivering on community feedback.
Bro, look at Kirby smart, man.
Run, while also
Look at Kirby, bro.
delivering on community
Awesome having
feedback.
real coaches. Real coaches and new progression.
For the first time ever, you can start your dynasty by stepping into the role of one of over 300 authentic college football coaches.
That's awesome. Hey, Brian Kelly. But Billy Thompson? Oh, recruiter. Head coach? Brian Kelly's not in the game? Or is this a new coach? Level 1. Bro. EA, I've been noticing something. You know, in the last video, the gameplay deep dive, you know, you had LSU getting hit sticked, you had them getting walked, you know, kind of walked off, I guess, on a game-winning field goal by Louisiana Tech. You had Florida hitting a game, you know, well, I think they missed a game-winning field goal, but still, they were in that situation. We were tied with Florida at 20, bro, or something like that. And now you have Brian Kelly being fired for Billy Thompson. Who the hell is Billy Thompson? Like, dude. EA, I've been noticing something with y'all.
Authentic styles are highlighted. We completely rebalanced archetypes and abilities and enhanced playbooks with over 2,800 new plays. So when you battle a CEO like
look
Kirby
at Death
Smart
Valley.
1 week and a program builder like Lane Kiffin the next, you truly feel the difference on the football field.
Oh, I love that.
This new depth also offers more options when creating your own coach, giving you more control over the path you ultimately take.
Ooh, we have that much customization for a coach? I don't remember having that much for a coach last year. Maybe I'm forgetting.
The new progression curve offers early career momentum with more sustained growth across a new level cap up to 100.
Damn.
Of course, no coach excels at everything, so hire coordinators who complement your strengths or shore up your weaknesses. And make sure to leverage your staff's active archetype perk to really accelerate your progression. Updates to how coaching archetypes are unlocked, balanced, and expanded make each coaching path even more strategic and distinct. All 3 base archetypes now require a minimum coach level to unlock, promoting focused early investment and making your initial archetype choice more meaningful. New scaling archetype costs encourage more intentional choices as you progress. Now, advancing within your specialty, like moving from recruiter to elite recruiter, is more affordable than a path that requires learning a new skill set.
Thank God, bro. That makes more sense, I think. Trophy room.
All-new trophy room.
Thank you.
Showcase every trophy, title, and individual award won
Oh, I
throughout
love
your
that.
coaching journey, and look ahead at what coveted hardware you still need to strive for. The new college football history feature serves as a college football history.
And we
book.
have history, bro. We didn't have that last year or a trophy room, man. That's crazy how we didn't, but...
Unless you compare your program to the all-time greats, adding a new dimension of legacy building to Dynasty. We've revamped the transfer portal to create more realistic player movement, especially among the 4- and 5-star players. Now, from 2,000 up to 3,500 athletes can enter the portal each season, giving you fresh
that is
ways
realistic.
to build your roster year after year. New dynamic deal breakers are player expectations that evolve with their talent. That 3-star freshman who is happy with average facilities, if he's an All-American by junior year, he might be looking for top-tier amenities.
Okay, see,
And
that's
whether
good,
it's
bro.
listed as a deal breaker or not, your most talented players may still demand playing time. Some coach abilities can impact dynamic deal breakers. providing strategic recruiting advantages. New dynamic dev traits have a
player
bigger
progression
impact on player growth, along with more abilities across 59 total.
Okay, so the dev traits matter more this year. You know, I didn't really pay attention to much with the dev traits last year, but you know, it seems now that if you have a player with star development, they're gonna upgrade even better. What I want to know is, like, if you get a transfer, you know, in the off season, are they gonna have the off season progression? Because that's one thing I noticed they did not. I don't think they had off season progression. Maybe it got fixed last year in a patch. I don't know. I haven't played the game in a while, but
player archetypes for better variety among athletes, and skill group levels increased from 10 to 20, so progression feels more gradual and realistic. Recruiting visits now involve location-based costs, so the further a prospect lives from your campus,
oh
the
wow,
more recruiting hours a visit costs. This
that makes sense
an
too.
Authentic recruiting challenge faced by smaller programs who must focus locally, while powerhouses
Hey.
can recruit nationally.
So if you're playing with Idaho, you can't go to freaking Columbus, Ohio, and recruit, you know, somebody from there as easily. You can't go to Florida and recruit as easily. You gotta recruit more locally. That's good, bro. I love that. And if you're playing with Idaho, you're gonna have limited hours to spend on recruiting as well. So that's really good, man. So like rebuilding an Idaho or like a Wyoming or something like that, gonna be a little bit harder.
New recruiting battles create high-stakes showdowns when multiple schools are neck and neck for a coveted recruit, and team needs are now front and center on your prospect list, so you always know exactly where to
That's
focus
one
your
thing
efforts.
that's one thing I always hated, was having to go between menus to like look at what I need, and like I look at one position, I forget, I'm like, oh shoot, what else do I need? So I gotta go back out another menu, bro. So I love that it's just right there.
When it comes to wear and tear, every player now has a seasonal health pool that depletes as they recover. And once it's empty, they can't bounce back until the offseason.
What?
New auto subs incorporate different wear and tear strategies, allowing you to customize substitution thresholds and better manage your team's long-term usage. Within custom conferences, the new protected opponents option ensures certain annual matchups.
Protected
regardless
opponents.
of divisional changes. Preserve key rivalries like Michigan versus Ohio State every year with this feature. Up to 2 protected opponents per team. New
That's
formation
cool,
subs
man.
provide flexibility
So much more
to assign players
customization.
to specific
Formation
alignments,
sub. That's
adding
what I've
ways
been
to
wanting,
strategically
man.
exploit opponent team weaknesses. Take advantage of new position archetypes with up to 50 subs per team.
Yes,
with
please.
Packages that persist season to season. With crossplay in Dynasty, build your college football empire with friends on any platform. Use the enhanced player hub and new members tab.
It's one thing I've been thinking about, man. Maybe we could start, maybe like on the channel we could start like a online Dynasty or something, man. I've been thinking about that. I want to, you know, either like play online head to head against y'all, you know, outside of Dynasty, or, you know, maybe start up a Dynasty with subscribers, bro, you know, just something like that. I've been thinking about it.
To effortlessly manage your Dynasty and stay connected.
Let me know what y'all think about that.
Pre-order the MVP bundle. Includes both EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden NFL 26 for Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5.
Alright, man. Well, we're almost there, bro. We're getting closer and closer to the release of the game. I'm excited for it. I like the new improvements to Dynasty. I really do, bro. You know, I like the real coaches. Honestly, I really like the real coaches. Because it kind of breaks the immersion when, you know, it's LSU playing against, I don't know, I'm just going to say Alabama just because, you know, that's who I really don't like more than anybody. But, you know, not seeing Brian Kelly and then not seeing Kalen DeBoer on the sideline, it's just 2 random coaches. Well, 1 random coach and then whoever I am as the coach. You know, it kind of just breaks the immersion a little bit, so I like having real coaches. And honestly, I might just roll with that, dude. I don't, you know, you've had to make your own coach before. So I think I might just, you know, roll with the actual real coach. That way it's just, I don't know. I just always felt weird about having myself be a coach because, like, I ain't gonna be a coach, bro. Like, I'm just gonna take over the program. I'm playing the game. Like, I'll take over the coach as like Brian Kelly or something. That sounds intriguing. Getting Brian Kelly as first natty or something like that, man. Not saying that's who I would choose as a dynasty. You know, like for videos, I might do that off camera or something because you know it's the boys. I gotta bring LSU a championship, man. You know, in some way or another, but yeah, bro. You know, I look forward to jumping the Dynasty this year. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about that online Dynasty idea. If I did, you know, start up an online Dynasty, would y'all want to join it, man? Would you be interested in that? And, you know, I'm gonna be playing the game on the channel, you know, uploading videos or live streams. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm gonna be doing Road to Glory and, some Dynasty, man. Whether I do videos or live streams, I'm not exactly sure. If I'm doing online Dynasty, it'll probably be live streams. So, you know, that way it's easier to interact with y'all as, you know, as we're all playing or whatever. So, you know, man, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man.